So here I am, guys, walk and talk, gratitude walk, Sunday morning, just after 8 o'clock, and it's really nice morning. The weather's been great this week. It's just been almost perfect, actually. And what a tremendous and turbulent week it's been, and likely for you too. I've always found it extraordinary how the light and shade can coexist, you know. No such thing as perfection. You just strive for excellence all the time. You just strive to be as healthy as you can be, as happy as you can be. And there's all these challenges all the time. Just every day, they can sometimes seem to come every minute. It's been, a roller coaster week again. From watching Mason enjoy soccer with his new friends and his great coaches, to standing on the sideline and being so happy inside and receiving, negative feedback from a client, which of course I addressed, and it's okay. I encourage it, I implore it. It must be factual, of course, so we have that. To progressing with the house, the property, which is again, we're full of gratitude to be able to do that and to exist in such a positive scenario. Quite a bit of progression there, and then in the same day we have the township dumping concrete across the front of the property, entirely ruining how it looks, and takes the focus off the face of the house. And you see they've done it here, and they must do it. There's clearly a reasoning for doing it. You'd like to think should be a reason for everything. Cause, reason should go hand in hand also, just like light and shade. But here, I'd like to think they have to come back. They've poured rough concrete over some grass, and weeds are coming through. I don't know. I feel when you're gonna do something, do it right, and before you leave, look at it, assess it, and go, yeah, give it a seal of approval. That is the standard, and that's the same with everything. Fantastic week. One of our daughters, Alyssa, visited her new college for nursing, and it was just a really positive moment and chapter in her journey of life. And locally, we've had here in Pennsylvania where we live, locally we've had some really tragic events, and you find yourself trying to quantify and qualify how such things happen. Well, of course, it all comes back to the source. We are the source of everything. And to be positive for a moment, I tell you, success is within. I still believe that. Believe it right now as I'm walking. Every step I'm taking is moving forward towards that. But you wouldn't be human or natural if these things didn't give you cause for concern, or take a moment to just try to figure out why an individual or a group will do anything so heinous. Last night watching TV, we're watching a cartoon with Mason, watching an animated movie actually called Bad Guys. Mason loved it. There's a wolf and a snake, and it's a gang of robbers, and of course there's always a positive message in the end, but he used the word hideous. Mason is 6 now. He heard it somewhere. I didn't teach it to him, but he knew what it meant. And some of the events this week are hideous. And then again, I feel so fortunate. I've had a bunch of inquiries from playing music, teaching music, coaching, and Nicole's very happy in her work. Paige is very happy, and on that this week, Paige's beautiful boy Bruno went to the vet, and it's a positive thing, but it's also an emotional thing, and to see her upset and concerned makes us all concerned, and that's how we all should be, right? You know, when I was growing up at home, my amazing family, we would share in the joys and tears. You know, we would celebrate when we'd get a new car. When any of us got a new car, we would have a board meeting if someone was having an issue. And I think that's something some people or some society is missing, the collaborative effort to solve issues. Maybe that's the gap where these atrocities happen. I'm definitely very opinionated on human behavior and local and broader security. You know, I'm always harping on about we need to do better. I've been saying that for a long time. Sometimes I don't know if my opinions on that are actually good enough. I'll continue to be as strong physically and mentally as I can, but I just feel when things get through the gaps, you feel like you failed. And I guess this again is the light and shade of just 1 week in the life of all of us. Bruno's home, he did great, and you know, we have that positive shift again, and it's awesome. I said great weather, and we will deal with the concrete at the front of the house. Yeah. And that's really the message today, is to be a participant in life. Always progress, to perform on the stage of life. Don't just frown and complain about it. Is actually to manage it, is to be relentless in your pursuit of what's right, in the pursuit of moving forward. Don't be redundant, don't refrain, don't relax, be relentless. And I think in many ways that helps me deal with my own concerns and experiencing negativity from others. But don't conform, you know, reply to that email, complaint or otherwise, follow up, follow through. I was accused this week, actually, and it's okay. I mean, someone's opinion, you can't catch that, so that's okay. And feedback is good. It's excellent. It shapes you, it charges you. It should amp up your energy. You cannot go through life thinking you're not going to have some recourse, resistance, or report. It's not realistic. So I enjoy that. I enjoy the challenge. In fact, I actually feel I operate sometimes my best under duress, because I'll access what I need to get to where I need to go. So yeah, I'm constantly under duress. I'm constantly trying to time manage. I'm constantly trying to give what I say. So in relation to just this one thing, that I do not, in fact, follow up or follow through, or minimum present what I say I'm going to do, what I charge for what I do. I don't know if there's a word out there for it. It's not possible, because I would rather not exist than not follow through. Right now in my life, it's how I operate. It's I'm ready for anything right now this minute as I walk. I'm ready, whatever it is I offer, whatever it is I do, and whatever scenario presents itself, I'll throw my phone down and I'll run towards it. I don't care what it is. And I can be challenged on that by anyone that could potentially come across this, that knows me, that is engaging with me right now, employing me right now, supporting me right now, which is awesome. I'd hate to think that any of my sponsors, endorsing companies, companies I give free time to, thousands of hours a year I give free time to, and never really talk about that, but that's the reality, and I want to talk about that right now, because if you say I don't follow through, there's no GoFundMe set up for Aaron Kennedy for all the free time that he gives to people, and I'm happy to do so. You know, so it's not a rant. I'm more than happy to do that, but don't say ever that I don't follow through. I actually followed through when I had COVID a few weeks ago. I followed through when I lost a friend in Ireland. I followed through when I'm so stretched for time that it almost gets to the point where it's going to be impossible to cover this thing that I promised, that I'm paid for, that I said I would show up for, and I still get it done. And you can too, you know. The only difference may be is that's my mindset. I have a strong mindset, and it makes me happy to push through issues and obstacles and people who are fogged by their own ego or whatever. But this week has been tremendous and turbulent. And is that every week? No. It's quite often though, right? For all of us. And so I guess the yin and yang is with us all the time. And you embrace that. And that's what I've done, is embrace that. There's some amazing things going to be happening within the next week, over the next coming weeks. I'm so excited to be able to share it, and hopefully in some way it inspires you guys, because I am not condescending. I try to be inspiring, and if something comes across boastful, well, then that's just the way somebody is accepting the video, the image, the quote, whatever. That is really not my intention at all. My intention is always to help you see that you're valuable, that if you make good choices and surround yourself with productive, positive people, oh my God, you can do anything. You can absolutely achieve anything. So the next couple of weeks are going to be amazing, and Mason is back to school and he can't wait, and that just fills my heart. He's doing great at soccer, and it's amazing to see who you love doing well. It's important to me that Nicole and the kids feel protected, loved, supported, and whatever it is they want to do, I'm there for them, and they are there for me, and you can be there for each other. And there's so much this week and these coming weeks that's going to be happening, and I feel so grateful. Yes, we've worked hard for it, and it's a great focus of ours. We're pretty organised. We have to be organised. Very organised every day with the household, the pets, which are our kids and everything. So no, we are very organised people. We have to be. So I need to say that. And amidst that, we get very tough news about a close friend of ours. And Nicole and I have been in I don't know how to describe it actually. We're in the same room and we're not speaking. It's almost like we're in different rooms, trying to figure out and quantify this news and all the emotions and the sadness and the anticipation, anxiety comes through. And then, as always, Nicole and I put our heads together, and I'll share that this is what we do. The best thing you could do is be present, be there for that person or situation, and don't retreat. Certainly don't hide. Be there. And that's the story of life, is being there and doing whatever it is you can, and even just being present might be it. And so the light and shade of a week, the light and shade of life, it gets harder because it almost feels to me that the frequency is on fast tempo, that good and bad things are coming real fast at you all the time. And I'm a high energy guy. I kind of like that. As I said, I operate really great under duress, under stress, and often I'm so amped and stuff that people think I'm stressed, but actually that's just my operating system. That's just how I go at it every day. I go hard, and then downtime I go hard. So yeah, that's just my personality, and that's just how I physically go through life, is in top gear all the time, and I enjoy it. And I like last minute calls. I like recording at the last minute, one take. I love all that. I love doing this. There's no plan. As soon as I turned on the phone, I knew what I wanted to talk about. And on that, let's just take a moment here in Pennsylvania, and I'll give you a break from my energy and my message today. Have a look at this. And it's beautiful here. This is just off our road, and it's back to that taking it in. The crickets in the background. We'll keep walking because it's starting to rain, which feels really nice actually. And we need rain. It feels funny when we say that. You're north of 40 when you start saying we need rain. You know what we need? We need each other. That's what we need. Just need each other. And we're all different. And isn't that a beautiful thing? That we're all different. But the level of suffering, I'm going dark now, I'm just saying that the reality of suffering is something that we have to try and manage every day. And my life's not perfect, but I have to say, I can admit it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing, and it's important if I'm going to advise people and do these things that is known. Whenever the universe asks for me, I want them to know I was someone that gave my best, and whatever I could, I gave to others. But I don't apologize for the things I have and the things I want, and you should be the same, unapologetic for whatever you want in this life. And there would have been a time I'd be walking in the rain as maybe a teenager or younger, and this would really frustrate me. But then back home in Ireland, when it would rain, it would affect your day, because that thing you wanted to do is now no longer. And when you accept what's around you and look at it and say, I wonder how I can get the absolute maximum out of this. So the things I mentioned earlier, the concrete dumped at the front of the house, making it look awful, it being done without any care or caution at all, that will be fixed. I already have made moves to learn from that, to become better out of that. Of course, to render it correct, of course, but you should always try and get the most out of it for you in any situation, good or bad. you know? So we go into a good situation and we're complacent. I've got this, I'm employed, I'm getting this attention, I've got this award, whatever it is. If you remain static there, then there's no progress. You can't go to the next level. You just can't go to the next level. So every win that I have, if we can call it that, I try to go as quick as I can past that to the next level. How do you do that? Well, for instance, in my music lessons, drum lessons, I tell the students, take care of every note. That could be something you could adopt. Take care of every minute, every hour, so on. Every day, every month. Do things one at a time. And my coaching clients, I would say, well, you're trying to do 100 things, but if you can't master that one thing we discussed, you won't reach the 100 tasks. So just do that one thing incredibly well, you know. Maybe today I'm saying the first thing is, when you wake up, be kind to you first. Be kind. You know, because the bills, the difficult conversation, the car you need to get fixed, whatever's happening in your home, you cannot manage it until you mind yourself first. You know, I know it's said in relation to an accident, take care of yourself first and then you can take care of others. So adopt that. Well, maybe this message today is take care of you, and it's mind yourself. I'll go with that. EngageTheUniverse.com. See it, believe it, be it.